It's no secret that Spider-Man 2 Anti-Venom suit has divided the entire community in half. A lot of people love the Anti-Venom suit, a lot of people hate it. But in this video, we're going to be talking about the design. Feels a bit bland. If you look at the Anti-Venom in the comics, he's got a lot of just a lot of spikes and a lot of design to him, a lot of detail, and even his eyes like glow, which is amazing. And it feels like a lot of it isn't present in the Marvel Spider-Man 2 version of Anti-Venom. Now, they could update the suit, as they do with every game now. Like, the advanced suit got updated from the first game to the second. They could quite possibly update the Anti-Venom suit as Peter kind of learns how to control it more, because right now it's pretty much just a symbiote with no brain of its own. So it's just Peter kind of controlling everything, and he hasn't had much time with it at all, right? And this is where a talented artist over on Twitter comes in by the name of RooMac, and RooMac made a banger of a design. But that's not all. We also have a mod based on this design by the GOAT Bogu. The art just looks absolutely phenomenal. This is exactly what the Anti-Venom suit in Marvel Spider-Man 2 was missing. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not making this video to diss the Anti-Venom suit or the hard work of the artists at Insomniac or anything like that, or the designers. I still love the suit, but the more I spend time with it and everything like that, the more I think it could have used a bit more detail. Like, the symbiote suit itself had all these like cool grooves and lines and things like that, and it was an interesting design. It was an interesting switch up, right, from the original. We went from the symbiote, from the comics, where it's just all smooth, and then Insomniac made it all rough and different. But now, when we came to Marvel Spider-Man 2 with the Anti-Venom suit, it's almost like they did the opposite. Like, they still got a bit of design to it, but it feels more bland, right? But when you look at this suit itself, the first thing you'll see is that the lenses are so much bigger, and the eyes glow orange, which is just perfect. Like, that looks very, very sick. It looks amazing. And then you can see his shoulder pads there have like these weird spikes to them, but it works. And then you look at the spider emblem here, and it extends way more, and it just feels like it has way more detail. Now, the web shooters, I'm pretty sure are the same, and this bit here on the waist actually got extended all the way down to kind of give it more black at the bottom, and obviously the boots are a different color, like a bit of a different color of white/gray. It just works. It's got 3 different types of colors to it, and I genuinely think it looks fantastic. And here's a better look at the actual mask and the top of the suit. It just looks fantastic. So now we're going to look at the actual suits in game, and then we're going to look at cutscene comparisons. Okay, so here we are in Marvel Spider-Man 2 with the original Anti-Venom suit. Well, this isn't Marvel Spider-Man 2. This is Spider-Man Remastered, but with the suit ported to it, right? So it doesn't move around. There's no goop or anything like that, but the materials and everything is pretty much the same, right? So you can see the lenses there. The lenses are pretty good, but the eyes aren't yellow or anything like that. Now, when we look at the RooMac concept by Bogu, it just improves upon everything. Like, let's just look at the mask here first. So you see how it's kind of more bland, and it looks good, but then you go to the RooMac concept, and it like the lenses take up much more space. It has more depth to it, and then also it glows. Also, I do apologize, my cat in the background is going crazy with the toys. But yeah, so that looks fantastic, and even the actual like material looks way better. Then we're going to move down to the shoulder pad and the spider emblem. So you can see here, it's kind of like, obviously you can actually see the lines of where the original advanced suit was there, and then you kind of got the emblem and this like black segment bit alongside the shoulders there. It feels a bit messy, especially with the spider emblem. But here, this design kind of helps actually divide it a bit, especially by adding like this texture on the shoulder pads that feels a bit more rough and kind of armored there. I think that works very well. And then the actual emblem is very much so improved as well by making it more thick, like have a thick outline to it, and also just making it much better and much more angular, kind of like the actual symbiote logo was itself. And then you can still see kind of like the original like advanced suit lines to the side, but this just flows way better, especially when we go down here, right? You can see this improved bit here as well, and we go down to the boots, And it just, like, look at this, there's no boots here, man. On the original, it just looks way better, right? You can even see it like on the side there when we go back and forth. And trust me, you want to stick around for the actual comparison, because then you'll be able to see it way better for yourself. And then, you know, you've got the fists there. And actually the fists, the original ones didn't even have the like web shooter here, but this does, and it just adds to it. It really does. Then you go to the back here, and it's the same thing as well. There's just much more detail in the back here, and after this, you know, this redesign here just absolutely clears what Insomniac has. But let me know in the comments what you think of the redesign versus the original. And now we're gonna get into the comparison.
You are everything that's wrong with this city!
Huh. I was gonna say the same to you.
You know what to do, men!
Surround it! So, should we kiss now? Yeah, maybe later. Finally off to Rikers, huh? You know, I think you've got more enemies in there than I do.
If you think this will be more than a minor inconvenience...
Whoop, gotta go. Hey, good luck, Willie. I have a feeling you're gonna need it.
Peter, I saw you as a son. I should have known you'd turn on me, just like all the others.
Turn. Turn? I've worshipped you. Your mind, your conscience, wanting to help others. The way you never gave up.
That's because men like us have a duty, a responsibility, to use our talents in the service of others. Even if they don't appreciate it, we have to do what's best for those beneath us, whether they understand it or not.
No, you're wrong! You are everything I wanted to be! You just threw it away!
Yes, of course. You're right, Peter. Oh, I see that now. The neural interface affected my mind. But I can fix it. We can fix it. Together. If you'll help me.
Do everything I can. I'll make sure you get the best help.
No! If they put me away, they'll take my arms! I'll be trapped in this useless body! Please, Peter. That wasn't me. You said you'd never abandon me. You promised. Remember? And of course, you rest easy, knowing your secret is safe with me.
You do what you think is best, Doc. It's all any of us can.
Peter?
Even when it hurts like hell.
Peter, where are you going? Peter?